going on, everybody? I'm gonna get out and about, do a little bit of live streaming. Shit. When the brother gets out in a world where Lavelle pretends that he's Charlie, flawless. With that brother, with his deep ass voice. I like this cigarette. All right. And here we go. Set this up a little bit better. Gotta set this up a little bit better. There we go. All right. I need to set this up a little bit better before I take off. See how it holds up. I got to figure that out. I hope everybody. And then maybe hit a library. See what we got going on at the library. But right now, I'm just see what I can do for stability for my setup here. This is my very first time getting out here on the road in the car with the camera. Hope see what happens. What happens. I hope everybody's having a good day. And if you're not having a good day, I hope your day gets better. Again, this is my first time getting out in the car. Who is that? That is Lawless. What's up, Lawless? Let's fucking go. So, like I was saying, my goal for today, my brother, is to drive around a little bit, and then I'm gonna go do I'm gonna go to the public library and see if they respect my constitutional right to film in public places. We'll see what happens. We're gonna go hit them up. Let's do it. Let's do it. In a world where Lavelle pretends he's lawless. And he puts on his own deep voice. Motherfucker. Here we go. So, like I was saying earlier, this is my first time driving around with the camera. It looks like it's shaking. So, I'm gonna have to come up with something better, I think. Yes. Why, yes. So, right now you're getting a little tour of where I live at. I live in Fallbrook, California. It's a little tiny place in North County, San Diego. Hence the title of my channel, North County Media. Gonna make a little right-hand turn. If you go straight down this road, this is called Ammunition Road. That's the military base. That's Camp Pendleton down this road here. And then make this right turn. We're now on Mission Road. This is called Mission Road. And our mission for today is to go into this library and see if anybody harasses me. We'll see what happens. See if I make it through the door without being accosted with this camera in my hand. Shit, it might not even be open yet. It's kind of early. But there's a post office up here too. I might go in there and walk around in that post office and see if somebody tries to harass me in the post office as well. We'll see what happens. I hope everyone's having a good day. Here we go. To the left is the post office. It's not a very big post office. We're passing it right now to the left. And then up here, just a little bit further, is the library. There goes Popo. Did you see that? That was Popo. They're already looking for me. That's okay. I got a box of maple bars in the car with me in case I get accosted by the Popo. I just throw a maple bar on the ground in front of him real quick. Distract him and then take off running. I'm out. In a world where you throw maple bars at the Popo. Here we go. Let's see if this library is open. This is the library. The Library of Love in Fallbrook. It's actually a pretty nice library. Let's see if it's open. Unauthorized vehicles. No trespassers. That guy's trespassing. He's asleep. Do you see that? That guy was passed out in his fucking truck. Oh, it's open. I see somebody milling around in the library. This is probably not a very good time for the library, though. It doesn't look like there's hardly anybody in the library. 1 second. Let me dismount this phone. There we go. All right. I'm dressed kind of shabby. Let's see. I intentionally wore some like shabby clothes. I got my sunglasses. I'm gonna put on my boonie hat on, my sunglasses. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna walk up into this library holding this camera. See what they do. All right, here we go. Let's see, it's not open yet. Rule of conduct. No illegal activity, non-compliance, coupling, harassment, threats, intimidation, unlawful possession of weapons, theft and damage of property, smoking, soliciting for commercial purposes, unattended children, older, entering the library without appropriate, bringing sleeping bags. No, I don't see anything about photography. There's a return book. See, now you know I live in a nice, quiet community. The people just set their books out in front of the library. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing their books, 'cause it's not going to happen. Look at this. Here's a book about Humphrey Bogart, Jimmy Carter. How cool is that? What's this one over here? This is pretty interesting. When was the last time you seen people just set their books out in front of the library that they're returning? Or maybe these are donation books. Let's see. Let's look. These are donation books. These are personal property.
Hi.
Somebody dropped the books off.
For us, yeah.
Yeah. Somebody dropped these books off at the library, everybody. Check that out.
They do it all the time.
Only in Fallbrook. Do you see anything like this, you guys?
No.
Where you see people just dropping books off.
They do it all the time.
How cool is that? Look at this one. Reflections of Washington, D.C. You're the one that dropped these books off?
No, I work in the bookstore.
Oh, okay. But look at this, you guys. This one's by Eleanor Berman. Now, that's a neat community where people can just leave the books at the front of the library and nobody takes them. How cool is that? What's that?
Sometimes people come by and take them.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you mind? Do you guys?
Well, let me tell you, I'll tell you that all the money we make off those books
Sure. Would you like?
goes into the library.
Would you like to be on? Would you like to promote it on YouTube? I'm on live right now.
You're on, I don't know, but I will.
You can talk about it. Go ahead and speak about it.
No, all the
They can hear you.
all the donations we get, and we get all kinds of donations. We get books, old books, new books. All the money that we make off of these books goes to promote the library and all the programs that they have in the library, and any kind of maintenance that needs to be done, any kind of enrichment that goes on in the library, the concerts we have, programs for children, adults, everything. We're nonprofit.
The Art of Pride. So did you hear that, folks? This is a nonprofit.
It's all nonprofit.
In the village of Fallbrook that donates books to the public library. How cool is that? Look at this. What's the name of your nonprofit, Miss?
We are the Friends of...
Here at Fallbrook. By leaving them at the front of the library. How cool is that? And you just got to hear from the lady that works for that program. So I came here today looking to do a 1A audit, and I actually got to meet somebody that is concerned about their community and looking to better their community. That is awesome. That is supremely awesome. What was your name, miss? What was your name again?
My name?
Yes.
My name is Lynn.
Her name is Lynn, and she is
One of the managers.
She is one of the managers with the Friends Bookstore, bottom shelf bookstore here in Fallbrook. And they are responsible for donations to the public library from the public. That is awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. So there you go. Let's look at this right here. San Diego County Library, Fallbrook Library. Board of Supervisors. Bill Horn, he's no longer the chairman. This was dedicated in 2011. Yeah, this is a brand new library, by the way. Let me show you something about this library. On the back side of the library, they have something really interesting. Look at these pretty flowers and cactus. That was pretty neat to meet Lynn. At first, I thought she was coming up to give me a hard time. I think she realized I wasn't trying to steal the books. I think she initially thought I was there to get ready to take those books because of the way I look. And here's our EV station. We got an EV station here at the public library. I have an electric vehicle, and sometimes we bring our EV up here. So this is like an eco-friendly library. This is a little dog park for the dogs. Here's a sculpture. this sculpture is in memorial to Carrie Handelman. Here's a little landscaping of the library that they have here. This used to be an entrance. They don't use it as an entrance anymore. And then when you go around to the back of this library on Mission Road, here we go, Fallbrook Library. For those of you that are just joining me, my initial intentions was to just walk up in here and do an audit. But I actually got to meet a lady who runs a nonprofit, and they donate books to the library. Super nice lady. Her name is Lynn. And when you go back and look at the video, you'll see that people just leave their donations right at the front door to the library. They just leave them there. Pretty interesting. Never seen anything like that before. This is what I wanted to show you about the library. They use the roof of the library to grow plants. Can you see that? They use the roof of the library to grow succulents and other plants. Look at this over here. Check that out. How cool is that? So this is a pretty new library. They just built it. And there's those succulent at the library. With sculpture, see the sculptures? It's a nice little library. Who do you have in here? I can't see. Lawless. In a world. How cool is that, Lawless, that my very first 1A audit, I get to meet somebody that's actually interested in their community and doing something positive. That was pretty cool, man. At first, I thought I was right away getting help from somebody. All right, look at this courtyard. Like I said, this is a pretty new library. It's only 11 years old. Look at that, they got a bench over here. And as you can see, it's not a very big library. It's pretty small. This is where we take our dog. This is where we take Toto. Get her worked on right over here at this place. I have a Cairn Terrier. She's adorable. No trespassing. Yeah, we have quite a few transients in Fallbrook, unfortunately. That's every community, big or small. It doesn't matter where you live. All the communities are facing the same thing. Transients. We have a mental institution here in town, and if they have no place to put those people, when they're done with them, they just release them to the streets. So we have a lot of people running around town that have mental issues, and they have nowhere to go. Because if they don't have money, they don't want nothing to do with them. So they release them into the streets. And you know, back in the old days, they used to put everybody in mental institutions that had mental problems. They just institutionalized people. So if you weren't crazy when you went in, you were by the time you got finished. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Albert Einstein. That's a quote from Albert Einstein that I've never heard. Albert Einstein. You know, Albert Einstein was a horrible student. How many of you knew that? He was not a very good student. School did nothing for him. It didn't stimulate him properly. Some of the people that work, look at this, this is pretty. Check that out. And it's in relief. Can you see that? See how it's in relief? That's very interesting. I don't think I've seen anything like this before. Look at this right here. It's very intricate. I'm gonna have to find out who did this for them. First Girl Scout troop went to Rocky Mountains, formed in 1917. Can you guys see that? Right there. First Girl Scout troop. How cool is that? The things you get exposed to and learn if you just get out and do things. Here we go. I'm gonna go see if she's gonna let me come in her bookstore. She's still not open yet. Let's see if she's open yet. She doesn't open until 10. That was a nice lady. So anyways, this place doesn't even open for who is head over to the post office. Let's look at, here's the library in total. It's not a bad library. Okay, let's see. They need to put up a new flag. I don't like the flag that they have hanging out in front. I don't like dirty U.S. flags. I don't like U.S. flags that are dirty, and I don't like them when they're tattered. Because a lot of people died for those. A lot of people, not for the flag, but for this country. The flag represents the country. Personally, I don't like it when people desecrate the flag. But it is, you know, it's a constitutional thing. The flag symbolizes the country. But personally, I don't like it. But, you know, it is what it is. When you burn the flag, you're saying you hate your country, in my opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinions. It's called freedom of speech. All right. Here we go. Let's see. I don't have very far to drive, so I think I'm just gonna hold the camera in my hand. We'll flip it. There we go. I'm just gonna hold it down. I only have to drive a block to get to the post office. But that was pretty cool to meet that lady that works at that bookstore. Initially, I thought right at bat I was getting ready to deal with somebody that freaking was getting ready to give me hell. I thought she was getting ready to give me hell because I had a camera in my hand. But she was concerned that I was getting ready to liberate those books that people had donated. That's pretty funny. Who's all in here? Are you still in here, Lawless? Nobody's answering up. Am I muted? Please tell me I'm not muted. I can't hear anybody, can't see, can't tell. So I'm going down to this library, to this post office right now. Let's see about poster 7. Maybe stand around out front a little bit. Check out the post office. See if anybody comes out and tries to give me a hard time. All right, here we go. So this is our post office. We have a little tiny post office. Let's see what goes on here. All right. Let's see what happens here at this post office. Okay. We're at the Fallbrook post office. So, for those of you that are just joining, this is my first 1A audit. First thing I'm gonna do is come over here and look at these boxes. See what these boxes look like. Shandu, what's going on here? There we go. Collection boxes. They actually look in pretty good shape. They're not raggedy. This one looks brand new. Look at that. It's got brand new anchors in it. It's in pretty good shape. It looks like a brand new post office box. Looks like a brand new drop box. It looks like they haven't changed at all. It looks exactly the same as this other one. They probably have 1 million of those things in supply. They probably have 8 million of those post office boxes. All right, let's go over here. Let's walk over this way. It's pretty early. 7:47. We'll start on this end. They have some burned out lights they need to replace. If I needed to get my P.O. box, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable. Hopefully there's enough light from this one to illuminate all the way in the back here. I think I might mention that to them, that they got burned out lights. Good morning.
Good morning.
This one here's got a burned out light. larger P.O. boxes. So far, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights that aren't working. They got an armed robbery sign in front of the post office. How sad is that, where you live in a world where they got to put an armed robbery sign in front of the post office? That's pretty humble. I'm going to ask them what year this was built. There's our friendly reminder, as they like to say, our friendly reminder. They take Visa. There you go, Visa. All these lights are burned out. 1, 2. Identified. Stop, seatbelt buckled. I guess that's for the drivers. And as usual, as you can see, all they have is signs that say authorized vehicles only. Hey, how's it going, brother? How are you today? How's it going? It's another day. How long have you been working here?
Not long.
Not long. You know, is the public supposed to be back here?
No.
They need to put a sign up that says no public. Employees only. You guys have a postmaster that works here? Sir? Do you folks have a postmaster that works here?
I'm sorry, I'm really busy right now.
You don't have time to talk to me?
No, I'm already an hour behind. I apologize.
All right.
It's a Monday.
You might want to mention it to him. Because people like me will come walking back here. All right. I'm not going to mess with him. He's working. He wasn't overly rude. Anyways, it's starting to pick up in here now. Let's go inside. First thing we're going to look for is poster 7. Here it is.
And that's not enough to sustain yeah. That's not that, I mean, that's really common, you know. You'll have a couple of them.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There it is. Let's see what the date is on this one. 2007. It's not too old. It's not too old. It's just your average everyday post office. Got their forms. Firearms notice.
And then there's another, a Russian
This one is from
red fox.
2016.
And the age as well, when she's here. What time is your appointment? Okay.
And this one's from 2007. Anybody know when the the most current one came out. We got a nice TV in here. Look at this. Look at that. We got a nice TV in here. Shipping supplies.
Oh, I want to get him those, also my birthday, just to let you know.
Did you ask for a redelivery by any chance?
No.
All the lights in here work just fine.
Small Albertsons.
We got a lot of gift cards.
Yes, he's working on it.
Hey, yeah, how's it going? Couple of things. Your poster 7s are old. I don't know if you're aware of that. You have one that's dated from 2007, and the other one's from 2016. And also, you have several lights outside that are burned out.
Yeah, we have work orders for those.
Okay, and also, when I went around to the side, I noticed that there is no sign that says no unauthorized persons. So you know what that means, right? Anybody side also. You have a sign out here that says about armed robbery for the public. So if you're concerned about that, you need to make sure that if somebody goes back there, they understand that they are not supposed to be back there.
I appreciate your concern.
All right.
I appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank
What's
you.
your name?
Max.
Max,
Yeah.
pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have a great day. So that went pretty well. That went pretty well. He was courteous. He listened to my concerns. He gave me an explanation as to what was going on with his lighting. He was receptive to my comment about the sign. Shit, I don't know what to say. What do y'all think? Like, subscribe, share. If you have any comments, please bring them forth to me. If anyone out there that knows me has any suggestions, let me know. Make my my audits go a little bit better. I don't know if this bicycle's abandoned. Looks like an abandoned bicycle. No, the tires are inflated. It probably belongs to somebody. Probably just set it there. They got graffiti, but they got graffiti everywhere you go now. They got graffiti that they try to cover. I'm gonna go see about what he said. He said there was a sign that says no trespassing. Let's go look. Here's the building. No one in the post office said a word to me. There was customers in there. None of them got an attitude. The man at the counter, he had no problems. Let's see what's going on. Let's go see if that sign is indeed there like he said. So he said that the reason why there was no sign was because the gate is usually secure and they need to get somebody out here and take care of this shit. They got freaking empty beer cans and whatnot on the property. The frontage to the post office is small, but the building itself is pretty large. Check this out. Some California wildflowers. They haven't opened up yet for the morning. All right. Authorized vehicles only. Let's see. Stop. And as you can see, they have absolutely nothing telling the public that they're not supposed to be back here. Absolutely nothing. There you go. All it says, all they have is a sign for vehicles, authorized vehicles only. So, There you go. And I don't feel like going back in there and talking to them about it again. I guess I could ask to speak to the manager, but I'm not going to do that. The reason why I'm not going to go ask to speak to that manager is because I know him. And it would not be the same. Now, the guy that was at the front desk, he doesn't know me from Adam. He's new. But the manager actually knows me. I've been living in this town for a long time, so I know a lot of people. Here's one that's open. Look at that. Wow. Those are pretty flowers. Those flowers are protected. Coming back around to the front of the building. All right. I think I will mention it to him that that sign is not there. If he's still there. Let's see if he's still there. He's not. I don't feel like going there. Anyways, I think this was a fairly good audit. Only a few problems. So, a couple things about the audit that I noticed. The issue with Poster 7. Both of them were old. One was from 2007, the other was from 2016. The lights were burned out, and then of course the gates going back to where the carriers work at, the platform had no signs on them, just signs for unauthorized vehicles, and that was it. The clerk was courteous and kind. I can't really complain. I thought the day went pretty well, especially the part at the library. That was pretty neat, meeting that lady at the library. Anyways, I hope everybody has an awesome day. Enjoy your day. Say hi to somebody. Be nice to somebody. Like, subscribe, share. This is LAR, North County Media, and I am signing off. Everyone, I mean absolutely all of you that are subscribed to my channel, I truly appreciate you. Everyone have a great day. This is LAR, and I am freaking out. Game over. Where you at, Chingaderas, you old big hamster?